Good morning. It is about 6:30 in the morning. The sun is shining. The big guy is snoring. And I have a ton to do. And you know what? It's going to probably take me just about the whole day to get everything done that needs to be done. Now, this is the plan for today. I went to a chain store to do some grocery shopping. And as you know, I put everything into the pantry. I had, and some of the things haven't made it to the pantry. Some things are all over the counter. And so because of that, we've got to get that cleaned up. But the main thing is that I haven't been in this location for quite a while. And if you're like me, when you go into a new place, knowing what we know about the situation that we've had for the past year and a half, everything must be wiped down. So we are going to get this kitchen wiped down from top to bottom. Nothing will be spared. We're going to get the floor nice and clean and shiny so that I could even walk around barefooted if I wanted to. We're also going to talk about some tips of things when you're going into you may have a rental house that you're using, and if that's the case, then these are some of the things you need to make sure that you do. Or if you own your beach vacation home, then definitely there are some things to do when you're going into that home. And I typically do all the work myself. And you know, one of these days I'll probably stop and have somebody else to do it, but for as long as I enjoy doing it, then I'll do it. I do the cleaning, I do everything. And so it takes a little while to get it all done. So I'm going to give you several tips of some of the things you must remember as you're coming in. And we're going to talk about some of the things that when you're leaving the location, what you must make sure that you do so that you protect the property. And if you're renting, they have a list of things that you need to do before you leave the property. And I have some requests that when I have guests of things that I like for them to do that helps to save me when they're gone and I need to clean up and get everything ready. So we'll talk about those things. So buckle your seat belt and get ready for a full day of cleaning, chatting, and you know what? I will probably need to stop and do a little bit of cooking because by the time the big guy gets up, he's going to be ready to eat. And by the time that particular moment comes, I'll be ready to eat. So we're going to do all of that today. Hello, I'm Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy, and Time, where we do things in the kitchen for the kitchen. Now, we like to chat, we like to cook, we like to decorate, and we just talk about some general things that we try to do within our kitchen to build our family and our community around us. And so if you like those types of things and you want to get in on the conversation, then this is the place for you. Now, in order for you to get in on that conversation and to know when things are going to be discussed, you'll want to subscribe. And you'll also want to hit the bell, because the notification bell, because you want to make sure that you know exactly when I'm going to be doing a particular subject, talking about a subject, or if we're going to be taking a look at something, you will be notified when you click on that bell. And so please chit chat, please leave comments, and let's talk about summer. What are you doing different this summer than what you did last summer? I know my summer is looking very different and a bit more normal for us. So let's chat and let's talk about some of the changes that are coming about. And let's talk about the fact that we're building our family right here in the kitchen. So, without further ado, let's get to work. When you're leaving the beach, you have to empty your entire pantry. And the reason for that is that, of course, you're hoping that you know exactly when you'll return. But unfortunately, when COVID kicked in, that just knocked our socks off. And so, because of that, we weren't able to return as quickly as we wanted to. So, guys, everything that you see in this pantry, I either had to transfer from home or shop. I picked up cereal and crackers. I picked up more soups. I picked up the premium Triscuit crackers. I picked up sugar and flour, salt, pepper. I picked up jars of pasta sauce from Trader Joe's to make sure I had plenty. I picked up I picked up extra soups. And of course, we have paper plates when we need those, paper towels, and soft drinks. Now, over on the side, which for the most part, a lot of times it doesn't really change when we're coming and going, but this time we needed some refreshing. So I have oatmeal. And you know what I did with that oatmeal? I took it, put it in a Ziploc, and kept it in the freezer and brought it back out. So, and it's in good shape. I have tea bags that I have there next to the Crystal Light. That kind of makes sense to me. Splenda, lots of nuts ready for baking or just a handful for eating. I've got creamers, honey, coffee, cornbread mix, if I need a mix for whatever it may be. I have sauces to pour over meat and to marinate with, lots of hot sauce, wing sauce, vinegar, sugars left over that's not in the canister. And down on the bottom, I have a jar of potato flakes, rice, and beans, in addition to a margarita mix. It happens to be sitting there because of its height. So, like I said, this cabinet needs a serious reorganization. But you know what? It's 5:30 in the morning. I've got a ton to do, and today is not that day. So, we're going to get to the cleaning portion, and then one day, after everyone's gone, we will reorganize this pantry. Well, I have placed all of the things that I brought and bought on the counter. And in fact, you'll notice that I even have some empty jars that I brought with me just in case I need to use those. And anything and everything that I could think of that we may need here, I actually put it in the car and brought it with me. Now, so we're going to need to get with the program and get everything clean. But you know, I'm going to get things into the pantry, and I'm not going to even think about where it is at this point. But you know, we'll come back and we'll organize it. Now let's take a look at some of the things that we need to make sure that when we're going to a vacation destination that we take care of, particularly if you're either renting or if it's your summer place. You want to make sure that you've turned on the water heater, check the AC's thermostat, that you've plugged in your appliances and your electronics. You have to check that refrigerator and get it nice and clean. Turn on your ice dispenser and make sure that if it has a water dispenser that you check the filter as well as run a good pitcher or two of water through that dispenser. You also it would be wise to make a meal plan. Decide on what days you're going out, what days you're going to eat in, and then of course shop accordingly. And I've done that. So I have things in the freezer to prepare us for the rest of the week. So I'm just wiping things down, and this is actually our property. So because of that, that's the only reason why I'm going to as much effort to make sure that things are the way I want it, because I would hope that your rental property would already have clean cabinets and those kind of things in place. So please make sure that you've done that. I'm using a solution of vinegar and Dawn dishwashing liquid with water, and I'm making sure that I hit every surface in this kitchen. And I also have a sink full of nice hot sudsy water so that when I need to, I can wipe other surfaces down as well. Now, I'm going to take a look at that kitchen table, and if you know me and know me well, you know that an empty kitchen table is not going to work for me. We need to do something special. So let me get it nice and shiny and clean. And once I've done that, we're going to set a nice table so that when you walk in, you will know that you were expected. And I just love being able to do this. And you know, when my friends come over, they go, "Ah, I love this table." So I've got the flowers, I've got the settings, and we're going to put together a beautiful table. If you've been following me for any time, you know that I've been working with lemons all summer. And so today won't be any different. We've placed down 4 placemats that have lemons and hydrangeas and a little extra color. So you've got hydrangeas, a little blue, and a little purple, and of course the beautiful yellows and greens. So these particular placemats I've listed down below because they're from Amazon and they're so colorful. Now before we start cooking, let's see what we can do with them. We've had a full day. We have already looked at that pantry. We made sure we have everything in the pantry that we need. We have already cleaned the kitchen from top to bottom. Floors, the works, all of that has been done. And I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. So I am still in the process. I've got a list that I'm working on for those things that I forgot at the grocery, because if you're like me, every time I come home from the grocery, I have forgotten that one more thing that I should have picked up. Now, we're going to be doing a little bit of breakfast today, and you know, not anything exceptionally new, but we are going to do one thing that I haven't tried before, and we're going to work on an omelet, but we're going to do it just a little bit different, put a new twist to it. So let's do that. And if you didn't subscribe, please go right down there right now and hit that subscribe button, because we do these kind of things all the time. So don't forget, we like to chat, we like to cook, we like to decorate, and we like to bling out that kitchen. So hit that subscribe button. we can eat breakfast really any time of the day. And since it's somewhere around noon at this point, I'm going to put together a very quick and easy breakfast. We're going to have some sausage, going to have some biscuits, and we're going to put together a scrambled omelet. So I'm not going to talk because I need to move quickly and get it done. Whew. This girl is wore out. I am going to get something nice and cold to drink. I'm going to find a place to sit down and cool out. I needed a little water. And you know what? We are going to, I know you're exhausted just watching. And I sped it up just a little bit because I didn't want you to have to spend a long time watching. But I'm hoping you watch from beginning to end. Now, this is going to be a great week. Anytime you have friends and family and we're all in the same place, it's going to be fun. We're going to play cards, play games, watch TV, go out, visit, whatever it may be, go to dinner, cook dinner, and we're going to do it together. Now, I hope you have enjoyed today here in the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme. I have certainly enjoyed having you here today. I want you to have an absolutely blessed and glorious week. And I pray that you will be ready to come back next week. Now, we're on summer schedule, so that means that you'll probably see me at least once a week and maybe twice if time allows. But let me tell you, during the summer, and now that we can get out and go, this girl's gonna be going because we don't have time to waste. We want to use our time wisely. So If you didn't hit that subscribe button, please be sure to do so before you leave. And I'll see you right here in this kitchen next week. Mwah! Have fun.